The sun is finally out. It's a crisp morning. We're gonna see if we can play a quick 9 holes, feet together, to show you how effective this drill is that you can take to the golf course anytime as a backup and play unbelievably well. So we're gonna try and shoot even par on the back 9 here this morning at Royal Quebec. I don't think the greens are cut yet, so it may be a challenge, but we'll see. All right. Good start. Little 280 to start off. So UNEEKOR says 278 total. The 100-yard marker is here. It's a 380-yard hole. I got 122 left. That's pretty accurate. So 122 uphill, 132, 10% less distance feet together. It's my 150 club with a little cut. Got my intermediate point. All right, we're locked in. Send those grass clippings with that nice catapulting action right in that direction there. Oh, thin to win. Get it. Oh, man, just over the green, but direction was good. So, yeah, 130 carry, but a little bit thin, like we say, to win. Let's go see if we can chip that in. Chipping feet together is awesome too. So this green slopes back to front severely. I'm really happy we got some dew to slow this down. So I'm going to stay left of this shadow of the flagstick, and I'm looking at entering on that line right there. So straight downhill putt is about here. That's breaking. So we'll have to land it right at the tip of this shadow and then let it trickle down. Now, feet together chipping is really, really good. I'm a little bit on the slope here, but typically you'd play the feet together and the ball would be off the back foot, so the hands are hanging naturally in front of the ball. I'm going to open the face a lot more here to deaden a little bit more of that impact. We're going to land it right there, actually on the fringe. How about that? That will work. All right. You can see how delicate that can be. Summertime, that'd have been definitely past the hole. All right. I always like taking the pin out. Gotta see that ball go in. So feet together, the putter's in the center of the feet, the ball's off the big toe of the lead foot so that I'm catching it at the bottom of the arc. So this is definitely breaking to the right. I'm going to stay inside left. There we go. And that was like, woohoo, squirrely still. All right, lining it up. See the divot? I've got that divot lined up with where I want to go. I'm going to go through left half of that divot. You can see how that pin is all by its lonesome in that peninsula. I got 150 downhill, so I'm taking my 9-iron. I'm gonna aim it at the shadow just left of the pin. So that's the left half of this divot. That looks pretty good. Oh man, too long. Oh, that was 152 carry. What the? That was flush. Definitely was not expecting that. We got, that's 152 is, you know, between 152 and 160 at the most is what I get feet apart. That's the thing about feet together. You're so close to that kinetic chain that it's easy to engage and get these explosions off the face. So that was definitely one of them right there. Definitely have our work cut out. It's downhill coming back to the pin, but we have the morning dew once again to help us out. Okay, well, lie's decent. Definitely have to flop this shot here. Got to land it on the fringe, one hop it, let it trickle down to the hole. So feet together with a flop shot, you want the club in the center and the ball forward of that. So notice how open I have it. When you open the face that much, it doesn't mean that the ball's going to go to the right, because if your path stays true, so I have an intermediate point right here that I'm going to stay right edge of. Notice my path. If that stays true, it's going to go nice and straight. So I'm essentially sawing through my dandelion stem from heel to toe. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Woo, now we're escaping another one. That was brilliant. Feet together flop shots, number one. Feet together bunker shots. If you've got issues in the bunker or flop shots, go feet together. That's the kind of stuff that you will possibly hit. You see that? Now we can see the break with that dew line, right? This is a brand new green. I haven't had the time to look at the different breaks. Okay. A couple of ball marks here. Come on, people. You know better. Let's have a little read on this side. Yeah, definitely going down. Putter's in the center. Momentum wants to go that way. Too much to the right. Spot on. See the ball go in. Always see the ball go in before you stroke it. That was awesome. Now, that's a cool par. Nice little 480 par 5. I want to get to the tree at the corner, which is 280. If I can just squeak by that, I'll have a beautiful view into the green. So we're going to take it toward that tree with a nice cut back to the left center of the fairway. So if we could get one to explode, that would be great. Can't do it force though. Oh, get down. That might be a little right. Oh, get down. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Ooh, that was close. It's going to be a longer shot into the green, but that was 271 carry and 295 total. Ooh, that was close. So rangefinder says 230. Little puff of wind in the face. 235. Want to stay on the left side of this pin. Have a nice uphill putt. So I had 222 carry with the hybrid this morning. It's not going to get up and over that ridge, and I don't want to strain, so I'm going to go with my 3-wood, a nice buttercut soft 3-wood to get in there. Now with the woods, center of club, center of feet, ball forward of that. I still have access to the grass in front of the ball for proper contact. Oh, that looks good. Get up. We're on. Oh, we're on. We're putting eagle. Gorgeous. So that was 215 carry, 231 total, and I'm right by that flagstick. That's a good machine. We hit a little liner on it, but that was good. So what I didn't plan on is less lift with that smooth swing. However, feet together is so accurate that it rolled up through the apron here easily, and we got like an 18-foot eagle putt. There it is. Nice roll up right there. It's actually showing me the break. That's the other thing. That's one big advantage of dew. A lot of people think, you know, the surface isn't quite right. Of course, it's Poana, so it grew all day yesterday after they mowed it, and there's a lot of debris on it. But I get to see how this puppy's gonna roll. Yeah, that's a lot of pine explosions here. So we're looking at entering at 7 o'clock. I would say even 8 o'clock. See that ball enter at 8. Wow. Well, that broke a lot less than I thought. What the hell? This looks pretty straight in right here. There to there. Well, we got a birdie out of it. Had to work on that one, but it was a birdie. So we have 160 uphill, pins right side of green. I need to be left of this flag to have an uphill putt. So I'm going to play a little cut. It's 160. My 7-iron's my 180 club. Remove that 10% plus a little uphill plus a cut. Feeling pretty good about it. So left edge of that divot. When I'm fading, club in the center, ball just forward of that. Need a little practice swing. All right. The setup feels good. And we're looking for that nice little saw through the stem left edge of that divot. What do we got? 169. All right, back fringe, center green. That's gonna be a tough putt. Again, too much distance. Always tough hitting into the sun. That early morning sun's pretty bright, but the good thing about feet together is that everything stays so much on line. And the ball started right on the line that I wanted to, didn't fade, just had a straightest draw on it, and left me in an okay place to make par. Birdie's gonna be very difficult to do, but should make a solid par out of it. Gonna be a little bit of a lag putt here. Moves right to left. Gonna make it just on time before he replaces that pin. See it go in at 7 o'clock. All right, that'll do. Nice little 350-yard hole. My intermediate point here is with that tall pine tree you see in the distance. That's 270, 277. And if I go with driver and it doesn't fade for me, then I'm in trouble. So I never want to release toward trouble. So I'm taking 3 wood, which is going to be pretty tame. Maybe 230, 240 carry feet together. And that'll leave me short of that tree if it stays straight. I'm going to be playing just a little fade off that tree. So cart path across the tree to the bunker just right of the tree. Cutting a little much, but that'll be cart path or just left of cart path. That's pretty good. That gives me 230, should have about 120 into the green. Excellent. What's fun about feet together, once you've acquired it, it doesn't take you very long, is you always have a very reliable ball striking machine, and you're getting the ball out there. That's the key. And then once it's out there, you get to use your short game and see if you can make some pars and birdies. So I didn't get the kick I wanted. Got the feet a bit on the cart path, but the lie is decent. So we're going, I don't want to go any more that way because that brings the tree in there. So I want a nice little low punch fade. I got about 150 yards left to this pin. So club in the center, ball forward, smooth, low punch fade with a 7-iron here. Come on, cut a little more. Cut a little of the tree branch. All right. So we're pin high on in the left rough. That should be an easy up and down. I'll take that. Didn't catch it because of the rough. But you saw that. So we'll take it to the chip. I just love how solid you hit the shots, feet together. You're always guaranteed pretty much solid impact. Obviously, you're going to have the occasional good misses. So there's the pin, and we're just in the left collar there. We'll have a nice, easy chip. See if we can chip this in, actually. It's going to be a little tougher than I thought. It's a little ridge, a little downhill. Again, what's helping us is the dew. So we're going to need to open face chip this. Landed just on the front. Need an intermediate point. Sometimes it's tough to find. That blade of grass right there is what I saw. Okay, now I'm lined up. Gonna open that face. Now we want momentum to cut that stem that way. Just took a hop sideways, but that's exactly what I wanted to do. It just bounced to the left on me and the darn thing breaks to the right. Okay, I didn't bring my putter, but I feel I'm gonna have to make that. I'm gonna go back to the cart and get the putter. We have the putter. We really have to pay attention to this one. Mr. Flagstick is coming, but I have a little more time to spend here. Yes, that momentum wants to go in there, so I'm going to let the ball roll over that spot. Oh yes, satisfying. We escaped one there. So, solid shots, 2 bad bounces, one on the chip and one on the 3-wood off the tee, but we escaped with a par. So, if you liked what you saw today, I just got swallowed up by the staff on the golf course. If you want to see more of that, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. We've got 10 of our best drills in the last 40 years of teaching at Wisdom in Golf. We're going to do our completion of feet together in the next one. See if I can actually get under par, because I'm feeling pretty good about it right now. And then we're going to do one leg, that's going to be bombs away. And then the lumberjack drill, the jackknife drill, all these amazing drills that you can go out and play with while, grooving your swing, so that you know what it feels like out on the golf course. There's so many of you, you practice on the range and you get out on the golf course and you go, it doesn't translate. It's because you're not bringing the same sensations into your targets, into your pictures. So I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to take these drills to the golf course, play some really fun, solid golf, but best of all, be able to acquire it and translate it to the course. So looking forward to bringing you a lot more of this important stuff for your game. Little tour. There's our clubhouse. There's our beautiful fountain. Isn't this nice? This has been here since the 1920s. This golf course originally started as 9 holes in the Plains of Abraham, but because that site was so, historical, they turned it into some beautiful parks for the tourists that come, so you get to see it, and you get to see the forts around it and everything else, and then you get to come and see me at the Royal Quebec. So here's our beautiful practice facility. And my office is in that white building right over there. Time to open the teaching deck. Have a great day, everybody. All right, here we go. 200-yard par 3, little draw around that red tee. That looks pretty good. Get up there. Yes. So I got 176 carry here, and that just landed at the front of the green, and I got about a 15-footer for birdie. Let's have a look. So there's my carry. There's our greenskeeper. And there we have our ball. All right, this one's a tough putt. That's gonna be a quick birdie. My man is waiting here. So break left to right. See it go in. Yeah, how about that? So maybe I should play more hurried. Had a quick warm up. I have a window between two storms here. So we actually have a window this Saturday morning to get it all done. So I got 3 more holes to play, 16, 17, and 18. I just birdied 15, man. That's one of the toughest par 3s of the golf course. I'll take that. Sometimes it's better when the green staff rushes you. So a nice S par 5. I need 250 max off this tee with a draw to fit into the first part. It's a fade to fit into the second part. Then we have a chip and putt to get up and down for birdie. So off that pine tree to the left cut of rough, there's my intermediate point. I got my hybrid, smooth hybrid toward that pine tree over that intermediate point. Here we go. Perfect. That's it, land it there. Position A. So we have 102 miles an hour clubhead speed. And what else we got here? 218 carry, perfect. There we have it. Not bad, huh? For a little hybrid feet together, 102 miles an hour club speed and 218 carry right down the middle. Okay, so second shot, see the green's over there. So I'm blocked. If I drew it a little bit more, I'd be on that corner there and I could actually see the green between these 2 big pines. So this is now a layup and we're going toward those pine trees straight over. That's 230 to those. And that bunker there is 224. I want short of that. So short of that, go a little smooth 4-iron here, about 200 yards. Got a nice intermediate point right there. We're gonna play a little cut 4-iron just in front of that bunker, nice and smooth. Oh, shit. Nice cut 4-iron right there. Almost forgot my machine. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. Nice little cut there, right at the corner. Oh, we're gonna have a nice wedge in there. So 96 miles an hour on that puppy. 181 carry, should be about, 195 total. Look at that. Position A, we've got 103. We want to carry a little bit further than that. So I'm going to go a little gap wedge, do a 52 degree, which is normally my 125 club. And we got to take it past that pin and not mess with that bunker. Got my intermediate point. There we go. I like it. So, nice momentum that way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes. We got ourselves another birdie opportunity here. Yep, there it is, just a little past the hole. Nice ball mark to repair. Look at that. See, that's how accurate these launch monitors are. My ball mark, I lasered it at 101, 102, something like that. 107. That's pretty it's pretty gosh darn good. So we have a right to left breaker. A little mud on the ball. There we go. Definitely right to left. Putter in the center, ball forward. Momentum wants to go that way. See the ball roll in at 5 o'clock. Oh. Maybe I should let him pass me and mow the rest of the greens. Oh man. All right, easy par. Dang it, that was close. The distance was about 102. Took my gap wedge, which is normally my 120 club. Took at least 10, I needed to be past the hole. Got 107 out of it and put myself in a nice opportunity for birdie. And so we've got 17 and 18 left, another beautiful little dog leg left. And so it's going to be a nice 3-wood off the tee. Lots of fun. Let's go. Around the corner there. Maximum is left edge of the rough. So there's my intermediate point. And we want just smooth momentum there. Oh, porcupine. There we go. Look at this dude. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. They are clumsy, but man, can they climb. There we go. Sorry. I was never diagnosed on the spectrum, but I'm pretty sure it's up there. So here we go. Nice momentum through there. Oh, baby. Coming around beautifully. Started dead center of the fairway, drawing to the left side of the fairway. That'll give us a really good view into the green. 106 club speed and 232 carry. Isn't that fun? Feet together power, baby. Love it. Playing feet together is so brainless. Your swing is so centered, it's got nowhere to go. So the key to engaging your kinetic chain feet together is to use momentum. Really feel like you're using the weight of the arm club unit to let the arms fall past you and into the direction of the target. And the body responds, it gets out of the way, creates that catapult effect down the fairway, and it's just, man. I think I want to go and play 18 holes and see if I can shoot in the mid-60s with this thing. Really practice it. Like, I occasionally go back to the drill because it is a very sound drill. Look at this. Here's the 150 marker. It's a 400-yard hole. And look at the shot I have. I almost ran out of fairway. Beautiful little shot into the green here. 143. So I want to be below this hole, don't want to be past, so we're going to take 9-iron. So take a nice 9-iron. I want to leave it just left of the flag, just below the flag. I got a nice intermediate point here with that poana right there. So if I let momentum go, it feels like it wants to go that way. And we got ball first, then turf. Good. All right, settle in. Let momentum take over. What's that going to feel like? Oh, yeah. Damn it. That's the left side of the green. Okay. It's on. It's just going to be a long putt. Just pull that a little bit. Felt a little tight in my backswing, didn't heave out of the way enough, and I wasn't able to use momentum as good as I could. But because these COBRA irons are so amazing, they got these 2 tungsten slugs at the base of them, I hit that thin and it's over there. It's pin high. So quad tells me that was 146 carry, 109 ball speed, just a little thin. Backspin was still good, 7,300, so I caught a little bit of the face there. Well, let's go see if we can make a bomb. See what I mean by keeping it under the hole? There's a little, dip over here. So up, man, tough putt. Up along the ridge and then they can change that pin out. So, no good. No good. I like it. Up, along the ridge, and in. Up, along the ridge. All right, so do you see how I got my distance control there? Call it Goldilocks. We have a Goldilocks series in the premium channel. And that Goldilocks can be used anything you want. So David Ogren taught me that one. He says if you're having, you don't know how much to hit a chip, well, you take a practice swing that's way too soft, then another one that's way too strong, and then find the one in between. It's like bracketing in the Army. It's, us humans use this technique for so many different things to find the sweet spot. Goldilocks is great for distance control, but it's also great for swaying, for any kind of so-called problem that you perceive you may have. Bottom line is, you're not defective. There's nothing that you can do that can be wrong. It all starts from the focus, and these 70 trillion cells of yours, yep, it's now 70 trillion, are going to respond to that. Look at this hole. Isn't it pretty? This is 18, par 5. I just want a smooth drive out the middle. If I get into a good position, I can attack the green in 2. And I typically can attack the green in 2 with anywhere between a 4-iron and a 7-iron. And I may be able to attack the green in 2 with a hybrid, but I'll need to be down that right-hand side here. And not too close to that left-hand side. So let's take our time and do a proper practice swing this time. That 9-iron really bugs me. I just wasn't ready. And so when you're not ready, so your goal is to get yourself ready so you can make your best pass. So I want a straight fade down the middle and a little fade down the right-hand side, fit into that part of the fairway, and then we'll go up the green from there. Okay. Remove any debris. Okay, got my intermediate point. Going to do a little practice swing. There we go. So, we're going to flick that tee into a nice somersault. That way, with that beautiful piston action. Stay right there, a little toey. Left center of the fairway. So that was off the toe high. We got 260 carry on that one. But look at the positioning of that. Little high and then the toe. And so my smash was low at 106 miles an hour. I can typically get that up to about 280 carry. So not too bad. So I didn't get my fade, but it was a pretty straight draw. I mean, these new drivers from COBRA, and I'm sure, you know, the other companies are very good as well. They're so much more forgiving with that gear effect and that, you know, that rounded shape on the club face, the bulge. And so you're able to keep it in play. So I should be down the rough line here. So that's not, yeah, there it is. So there's no way I can get to the green from there. I need it to be just slightly past there on that side of the fairway, and then I have a beautiful opening. The green is over that. And out of that lie, it's just not gonna happen. So we gotta go towards just a little right of that pine tree there that's next to the clubhouse. And we're just gonna have to lay it up and then take a wedge up there. It's 204 to the pine tree. And I need it about 30 yards short of that, 170. So just a smooth little 7-iron, a smooth 7-iron layup there. And it just can't be, yeah, that won't see the ball. So you'll just have to take my word for it. I'm thinking that may fly too. So if I want 170, I'm sure 150 would be enough. Just give it a little bit wider berth. Because I don't want to be having to go over this bunker on the right-hand side of the green that I don't want any part of. So I'm just going to bring that over to that little pale green tree there on the right. I have an intermediate point. We're going to take a practice swing this time. Oh yeah. That will easy breeze right through. That would definitely fly too much. Thin to win, right down the center. Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect. That was a good call. Still waiting on my full set. So I'm playing with a 9, a 7, a 4-iron, and my woods. And I'm going to have an amazing surprise for you with my full set of 3D printed tour irons. And it's going to be fun. So look at that, right in the center. Good call, about 80 yards. Just going to keep it slightly left of that pin. So far, we are 1 under. And the pin, even though we're inside the 100 by quite a bit, the pin looks further back. I got 81 to the flag. Now, there's no way, because it's uphill, that I'm going to be able to get my lob wedge up there, my 60 degree. So we're going to go 56 degree, which is about my 105 to 110. So now, yes, I have an intermediate point right there. Going to go right edge of that. So basically straight at the pin. There's a little bit of green there. We're going to go just a little left of that pin, that first tree left of that pin, just for a little comfort. That'll be hopefully below the flag. Good. Very good. Right there. Oh, that looks good. Come on. Nipped it nice. Ho ho. Ooh. Let's see. 96 carry is what it says here. And let's see what that gives us up there. This will be a great indication as to how much this green elevation takes off on this shot. So quad says 96 carry, laser said 80, and look at that. Ooh, we got a birdie opportunity right here, baby. Ha ha! That was nice, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I'll take that. Little birdie opportunity?
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So we all thought it was for an eagle.
No, I had to lay up because I was too close to the trees on the left-hand side. Hi,
Sir.
Hi, Richard. Nice to see you, man.
Nice to see you too.
It's a beautiful morning.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Look at the walks that the woodpecker done.
Oh, is that tree in trouble?
Probably.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty deep.
The picker's is doing that to catch the bugs.
Yeah, right.
Inside of the wood.
Right.
And I've got a picture on end of March. It was
Half of that.
half this size.
Oh.
And there's another one on the top.
So that means the tree has disease in it that the birds are going after. Oh yeah, look at all the other holes there. Oh man, that's too bad. This tree really frames the green nicely.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll have to take it down?
I think so.
Pretty
It's
soon,
too
eh?
dangerous.
Too dangerous, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because with a strong wind,
Oh yeah.
it could
That could
by-
snap
by
off.
the middle and snap on the green.
Yeah, or on top of somebody.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
let's see if we can make this
We'll
thing.
look at the.
Yeah, we'll have a little gallery.
Oh, yeah.
So downhill putt, I got to look at it from up.
With the grain.
The grain's that way?
Yeah.
So it's downhill, down grain. So that's a quick one. Lucky he hasn't mown the green yet. Here's my mark, which is pretty on the spot. And it's going to bleed a little to the right if I'm delicate. Okay. So momentum wants to go that way. See the ball roll over the edge gently. And we have a birdie. 2 under for 9 holes, baby. Feet together.
Yep. So, enjoy.
Thank you. Nice to see you. Two under for 9 holes. How about that? What a nice event this morning. Richard is a past president here, and he is also in the 19th hole, which is a group of guys that go out every Thursday afternoon and play some nice matches, and then they get the suit and tie on with the colors of the club, and they have dinner here at the club, and it's just such a tasteful event. I've been invited a couple of times, and I'm very, very pleased to have played okay in that event because it's very serious, and just once in a while to keep those competitive juices flowing. It's a good thing to do. So, hey man, I'm just stoked. 2 under par, feet together. Man, I'm so glad you were along for that ride, and I invite you to go out and really, work on this, because it is such a valuable drill. It shows you the perfect hip turn. It keeps you centered. Because you turn well, the arms can stay wide. So master that drill and you're halfway to mastering your golf swing. All right? Let's do it together. We'll see you soon.